Hello ladies and gentlemen and welcome. My name is Titan Scream from Project Phoenix Productions, as you are well aware. And welcome to the first edition of what I'm going to call Tea Time. So, essentially what I want this to be is a weekly vlog where I talk to you. And I've wanted to do something like this for a while. It's something I've been thinking of for the longest time, because essentially there was a lot of unknown and the channel was pretty quiet the last 6 months, essentially since Summer of Sonic. 2016 was a really bad year in terms of a great many things. I went through 3 jobs in my real life in that year. I lost 2 members of my family, my mother and my aunt, and yeah, it was just a really trying time overall. A couple of good points throughout that year. Summer of Sonic was one of them. Coxcon was a second one where I got to see some good friends again. 2 of my really closest friends had their first child, and that was really cool to see. Anyone that knows me knows I'm not someone for children, really, but it's a bit different. Like, I'm one of those people that has relegated themselves to knowing I'm not going to have children. I don't want children, but seeing somebody else that you know and love have a child, it's really something. It's really interesting, and you're like, this is a cool thing. This is a cool thing that you brought into this world, and it's like, you're good. This is good. This is not something I could do. I don't think I've got the tenacity to have a child. So that was something that was really cool, and I feel really good for them. Great for them, because they're doing really, really well, and I think even they had reservations over the fact sometimes, but they're doing way better than even I could, and I think they're doing really well for themselves. But yeah, a couple of low points, a couple of high points. I went into a massive old Facebook thing detailing all the good points of last year, because everybody's like, 2016 was shit, 2017 is going to be, just as bad, blah. Yeah, well, fuck it. I'm not really one that gives a shit about celebrities in terms of everything else, because at the end of the day, I don't know them, and while we all have a connection to people in a certain way, celebrities do that because they're in that light. I'm one that likes to focus on myself, my friends, my life, and I try to make sure of that. So in terms of those 3 things, 2016 was a pile of shit. 2017 so far, it's had more ups than downs so far, and hopefully going forward it's going to have more ups. Speaking of which, one of the big ups is getting this channel back to life. This vlog is one of the ways of doing that. I've said to myself that I'm going to do a weekly vlog, basically detailing stuff. It's one of those things, I would do a daily one, but at the end of the day I'm still trying to juggle a job with this. And unfortunately, like a great many people who do vlogs on a daily basis, my life really isn't super interesting for a daily vlog. Oh hey YouTube audience, I got up, I went to work, I came home, I had some food, and now I'm doing this for you. So I do envy those people who have an enjoyable life. Not enjoyable, sorry. Vastly more entertaining life. Life is what you make it, but it's a lot of times it's like, yeah, I went jogging, I went to the coffee shop, and I bumped into this friend I haven't seen for like the longest time. Shit happened. No. A weekly vlog allows me to go over some channel updates, how I think the channel's growing, and more things will happen over the span of a week than they will in 24 hours. Like, it's a lot easier to do that sort of thing. So that's one thing I'm going to do. We're going to bring back some more Let's Plays. Anyone that knows Lewis from Sega Driven, been on the channel, does a lot of Let's Plays with myself, and does massive content for himself over at Sega Driven on the website and his YouTube channel. And I know you guys are aware, many of you guys have probably seen him. Subscribe to him as well, and he's a really cool dude, and he deserves all the love he gets. So we did some Let's Plays a couple of months ago. We put up some of those, and he's continuing on, and I've got a bunch more to render and work through, and those are going up on his channel for the moment until we can get back on our feet and work through it again. But I don't think we're going to have a consistent timetable that works on a like 1 week his channel, 1 week my channel. I think you're probably going to look something a bit more sporadically. Like we'll probably do like a playlist per month or something, just because it's a lot easier and my work schedule is a lot more varied now. I don't always have like a weekend day off that I can spend time with him and do recording, because it's like it's a big thing. Like he works during the week, so I have weekends off, and that's brilliant, but my job doesn't let me kind of do that every time. So our schedules are a bit hit and miss, and it's hard for me to turn around on a weekly basis and go, hey dude, I'm off this day in a week's time, can you come down? And he's a guy that has a lot of time, has a lot of his life planned out, and I don't want to just drop something like that on top of him. So we'll get time when we do it. So, and I know you guys are appreciative of those Let's Plays and just watch them whenever they go up. And yeah, so they are coming. We have a whole Let's Play still that I'm working through. I think I've done 3 parts of it so far. It's ready to go. And I think for the meantime they're going to be staying on his channel. But yeah. But in terms of Let's Plays, I've got some more coming this week. We're going to continue one and start a new one because I want to get through all of the backlog. So the idea is that I'm going to continue one of the old ones, we'll finish that, and then we'll continue another one of the old ones, and we'll have a new one that will start. Because it's a lot easier to start fresh on one, and there are some that I've started which we're not new on. It's okay. Streaming, I gave streaming a try. My schedule's a bit sporadic for doing a detailed stream every day, and to be completely honest with you guys, it's really easy to just sit down on my lovely couch that you guys have not seen and just chill. Especially when you get home from work, and I'm sure a lot of you guys know that, and it's just easy to just sit there and just watch it on YouTube. It really is. Have your dinner in front of you, YouTube on the TV, and just chill the fuck out. And I enjoy that as well. And so, like, it's a lot easier to just vary up schedule that way. So streaming is kind of to the wayside for the moment. So in regards to XCOM 2 on the Last Minute Continue channel, I will probably finish that in spare time off camera. I might see about getting Kev and Turbo back in for some off streaming moments, because it's a lot easier to screen share and they can see exactly what happens at the moment, and it's a lot easier to comment on those moments at that time. The XCOM normal playroom will continue at some point. I just need to find the time to sit down and get on with that on my channel. But yeah, there's a great other few things as well. In terms of what's going up, you've probably seen Valamir or Alkmin, a good friend of mine who has been Final Fantasy Record Keeper stuff up. Great reaction to that. That's really good. I'm looking forward. That'll probably continue every now and again whenever she decides to record one and throw it my way. We've changed a lot of the process, so it's a lot easier since we had a couple of issues downloading some. And I've just been, as you can see, it was like the first video up in this year, and it's probably why some of you guys are going to go like, well, why wasn't there a vlog this week? Last week, you lazy bastard. And I'll be like, well, life is essentially the answer. If anything happens, it's always life. But yeah, I mean that's what's going on with the channel. We're going to have at least 2 Let's Plays, because 2 Let's Plays isn't that hard to do. And I have a great plan for a couple of the new ones that are going to come out that I want to do, and a plan to get the old ones done, because I'm always someone that hates stuff left undone. So there's always that. But yeah, in terms of life's going alright for 2017. I'm in a job I enjoy again, which is always good. I always find that if you're not enjoying a job, you have to find one that you do enjoy at the end of the day, by whatever means you find necessary. So that's always good. Yeah. I mean, the biggest thing that I can say that I've got an opinion on that's come out this week has been, what was it, the Switch, the presentation. So, I had work on the same day that the presentation came out, and it was vastly interesting, because basically I'd seen all the information from it from where I work before I'd seen the presentation. So I went through the day, and I was like, okay, so this is cool, alright, I'll pre-order it from what I've read. Then I went home, because you can always refund a pre-order. This is what people don't understand. It's just like, oh, pre-ordering is such a bad culture to have. At the end of the day, if you enjoy something well enough that you want to pre-order it, then go ahead. Okay, it's not going to be the worst thing in the world. And hype culture is, while it's a part of the pre-order system, it can be the worst as well. But just don't worry about it too much. Like, fuck what other people think at the end of the day. It's a strong lesson to keep and have. It's just, don't give less of a shit of what other people think half the time in your personal life. You'll find the weight of the world is a lot easier off your shoulders when you give less of a fuck. You honestly do. If you just go through life. It's just like, that's your opinion. Cool. It's my opinion. Don't like it. Cool. Whatever. We're both. Whatever. We are people. We go through this world and we have different opinions. So I watched the presentation. I'd seen a lot of backlash online regarding firstly the translators, which obviously had a hard job translating a live feed. In all honesty, it's not like something they saw beforehand and were able to get a good gist. It's not like everybody. Well, I suppose they might have been working off teleprompters, at which point they could have had a script to translate from. But it doesn't honestly feel the same. And then you've got the problem of, like, if they said something that was off a teleprompter and then they translated it differently, that it would have been off. For the most part, some translators were stronger than others. But it's still a hard job to do over the course of an hour. To constantly translate. And everybody's not going to be as strong as other people. What are you going to do? It happens. The console itself looks interesting. I'm hoping for a couple of other games that are going to come out that are going to be stronger for the actual system itself. A good example is I'm hoping for a new Monster Hunter. It honestly depends on how well, I presume, Japan's going to take to the Switch. They do like their handheld machines. It honestly depends if the 3DS is going to be less looked at forward, and that machine is old now. Like, I think if Nintendo's going to focus on something and just go full on power with the Switch, I think they've got a good chance to grab the new Japan handheld market with it as well. But Zelda's going to be a day one get, and I'm going to be happy about that. But otherwise, there's a few things coming out. Maybe Mario Odyssey. Maybe. I had a few reservations after seeing, like, the opening clip, and the cityscape looks vastly different to the known, like, all the colours of the thing, but it's a world trip, like a world adventure, one would say. And yeah, it'll be interesting to see. A couple of other things. What is it? Fire Emblem Warriors is a good thing I'm looking for. So there's that as well. I think that's it. A bit blathering. Keep on chatting on, and yeah, until next time, guys. I guess I'll see you in one of the videos next week, or in a vlog next week. So thank you very much for watching. I've been TyToSquid from Project Phoenix Productions. This has been Tea Time, and I'll see you next time.